Hi everyone, it's Claire back again. So it's time for, I think this is round 4 with the Spring Clean D-Stash, and today it's Essie, so things could get messy. Let's not. Okay, I've kind of put them into some form of colour category, so I'm going to put all my oranges, peachy kind of colours, reds, and there's a yellow in there as well. Which, let's start with this first. I've actually got, I think, almost 60 Essies, including minis, and I've also got some Essie minis in my Project Polish mini, too many minis. So I won't be destashing them because they're part of the Project Polish, but immediately I am definitely going to destash this. This is a yellow, which is actually a really pretty yellow tone, but I just don't like it with the shimmer in it, even though I'm a shimmer person. It just doesn't look right. It looks like kind of egg yolk, and I just don't like it. And this is Aim to Misbehave, which I believe was I think it was the 1000th Essie polish, and I just thought it was a really strange one. Maybe they just wanted to be unusual. But yes, destashing this one. Fishnet Stockings is a classic Essie red, but I don't really wear it, and it's more of a dark red, so you can see how dusty it's been sat on the shelf. So I'm actually going to destash this one, although it's a really nice red. I've got many that are this colour, and it's not really the type of red. It's more of a blood red. It's not really my kind of thing. I've got an Essie on my nails. I wonder if you can guess which one it is. Well, we will get to it. I tried to... The nearest thing that I could grab to do a bit of clean-up, and I've only just painted my nails, was a flathead screwdriver, which is just, don't ask. Okay, next is watermelon, and I think when I did I remember when I did the compare with Jay, with Miss Sparkles, we decided that this is going to be a keeper, so I'm going to keep that one. So that's going into the rack, and this next one here is a definite keeper. This is Plain Koi. This was really popular towards the end of last year, and it was all over Instagram, and yeah, it definitely for me lives up to the hype. So this is Plain Koi, and I'm definitely keeping this one. Next is Wicked, which is a very old Essie. It's part of the core line, and this is a difficult one because it is such a classic polish, but I think I've worn it once, and it's a very, very dark brown toned red, and it's more of a kind of crelly-ish formula. I'm going to put this in the maybe pile. Next is... Now I've got two very similar ones here. In fact, I think I've done a Claire's compare with this one. This is Peachside Babe and Tart Deco, and to the eye, Tart Deco is a little bit brighter, and I remember wearing this. Was one of the first really bright polishes that I ever wore. I think I like it, but I think I've only worn it maybe once or twice. Peachside Babe, which is one that I picked up from TK Maxx, again, TK Maxx special. And this is actually part of the only Essie collection that I've got the full set, which is the Peachside Babe collection. So I'm actually going to destash Tart Deco because they are just too similar to me. Yeah, it's difficult, but I'm going to let this one go. And so Peachside Babe is going in the rack, and oh, I've got two more orangey kind of... Oh no, no, sorry, they're more neutrals-ish. Right, I'm talking to myself. This one here is Aperitif, and it's a very, very bright red, gorgeous. Oh, one coater, if not... Yeah, I think it's one coat, 1 to 2 coats. I've not worn it for a while, but I'm going to be breaking this out soon because of my new discovery of bright reds, and that I really enjoy wearing them. This one here is Mini Shall We Chalet, and it's a very dark kind of autumn purpley toned red, and so you can see compared to Fishnet Stockings, which is brighter but still dark, actually, compared to Aperitif, yeah. I'm going to de-stash this one. Yeah. Sunset Sneaks is a very bright coral. Again, it's part of that collection, which is the full collection. So I am going to keep this one, and I think I would have kept this anyway. It's very, it's a gorgeous summery colour. Okay, this one here is Skirting the Issue, which I bought for, I think it was for nail art, and I just don't think I've ever worn it. Again, it's a very blood red, and it's a jelly, crelly kind of formula. You can see there the watery consistency. This is going, so bye-bye. I'm trying to be quick, but I've also, it's like gone 11 o'clock at night, which is the middle of the night for me, and I've had a glass of wine, so I'm trying to be quick, but I'm also rambling. This is another one of those shimmery, I think it was a shimmer collection, which came with this yellowy one, Aim to Misbehave. This is called Sexy Plunge, and I just don't like it's more of a salmony orange actually to the eye. Yeah, I'm not that bothered about this one, so it's going. So I've just got Wicked in the maybe pile. Okay, I'll come back with the neutrals. Okay, so here are my Essie neutrals, although this is it's more of an orangey toned neutral, and this is Taj Mahal, which was from the Resort collection last year, and I actually really like this shade. I'm going to keep it, and I've just noticed a possible comparison, so that'd be interesting to compare that to one I've just noticed now, which is a China Glaze. Yeah, so I'm going to keep this one. I'm actually doing quite well though. I'm de-stashing as much as I'm keeping. This is Leggy Legend, and Catherine, if you're watching this, I'm really, really sorry. I know this is one of your favourite polishes. I got this and wore it once. It just does not... I don't know if it does suit me or doesn't actually, but the picture that I've got of the swatch, I think it just... I'll see if I can find it and insert it here. I just don't like this particular metallic. I don't know what it was about it. It's really pretty. It's gorgeous in the bottle. I think it's just one of those polishes where you have to be really careful with your skin tone, and it just didn't suit me. Yeah, I don't think there's any point in me trying this one again actually, so I'm going to de-stash it. This is Leggy Legend. Really sorry, Catherine. I can hear her hissing at me. Right, okay, now these two are quite similar, and Beck Block in the comments of one of my videos said that she found that these two were dupes. This is Parker Perfect and Maximilian Strasser Hair. Now they are very similar, but to me Parker Perfect is a slightly more of, there's a little bit of a blue, a dash of blue in this compared to Maximilian Strasser Hair, and also Parker Perfect has got a very, very subtle, you can't see it on the nail, but it has got a very subtle shimmer. Awful cuticles at the moment. Whereas this one is just a very pretty plain cream. Very similar. I can see why she's saying that, you know, you probably don't need both, but I'm a big fan of greys, and I'm going to keep both of these. They are definitely favourites of mine. This is one of the Essies that you would have to prize this polish from my cold dead hands. And even then I would chase you through the afterlife to get it back. And this is on a silver platter. Just absolutely gorgeous. I've mentioned this a few times, but you can really see the holographic and the blue glitters. It's not the easiest to work with, but it's got that, it's just so, yeah, it's just so complex, and I absolutely love it. It looks gorgeous on the nail. This is Sable Collar, which is a dusky, shimmery, reddish brown, and I remember when I first got this thinking it was amazing. I hadn't really had many sort of duochromish type of polishes, but I don't know, I've not really worn it. I'm going to put this in the maybe pile, and I'm going to wear it and see what I think. Polish Pony and JODI, at JODI's Polish, you should check out both of their channels. I'll leave links in the description below. Both said to me, if you're feeling like it's a maybe, then wear it rather than just it being on the swatch wheel, because it does make a bit of a difference. And if you don't like it, then get rid of it, after a day. And I think I'm going to be doing that with this one. The polishes where I have done that, I've tended to end up putting them in the destash pile. This is Private Weekend, which is a shimmery off-white. Nothing special. I'm going to destash this one. This is Coconut Grove, which I actually haven't worn this, so I feel like it's an untested. I haven't got many untested. I do tend to wear the majority of polishes that are in my collection. At least most of them get at least one go. But I am going to keep this. It's an off-white, but very, very, very pale, like touch of cream in there. So that one's staying. This is Angora Cardi, and it's a very pretty pink, dark pinkish neutral, and I think I'm going to keep this one. This is another one that I haven't worn, Chinchilli, and I think it's quite a quite a popular sort of classic mousy greyish taupe colour. And I saw a recent swatch of this on Instagram with a matte top coat, and it looked absolutely gorgeous, and I think it'd be really good base for nail art. So that's my reason why I'm going to keep this, mainly because I haven't worn it yet. And this one here is Perennial Chic, and oh, this must be part of my project polish, so that's going straight over into that pile there. Okay, I will be back with the purples. Right, so I've actually put in greens and purples, or purple tones. I'm not sure how many of these I'm going to be destashing. Actually, we're moving into my favourite shades now. Vested Interest is a favourite, absolutely gorgeous grey green, that's being kept. Gelato, I wore this over in January actually, I think, and it was one of my favourites. I'm definitely keeping this one. Mint Candy Apple, staying. This is Vibrant Vibes, and I really enjoyed wearing this one. It's a very bright, it's not neon, but it's a very, very bright spring green, so I'm definitely keeping that one. Greens will be getting passes with me. Blossom Dandy, I think, is so similar to Mint Candy Apple that I'm actually going to destash it. I have worn it, it's kind of down to about here, but I've got other colours that are very similar, so destashing that one. This is what I'm wearing, which is Sexy Divide, if you guessed correctly, and along with On a Silver Platter, this would be in my other hand that you would have to prize away. Yeah, this is going nowhere. This one here is Going Guru, and is this, it's another Project Polish. Sorry about this, I'm getting the Project Polish mixed up. This is a maybe for me. I did wear it once and it's an awful, awful, watery, classic, hideous Essie formula. Essie is a brand that I knew I'd have difficulty destashing because although I've got quite a lot of them, I have researched most of them quite carefully. So I knew already that they were good formulas, the majority of the ones that I've got. I do have some TK Maxx surprises as well, which have become favourites. This is a gorgeous shade, and I'm going to wear it one more time before... No. I made a complete mistake. I'm getting too mixed up. I'm mixing it up with another one. This is Poolside Service. Oh my God, I am tired. This is going nowhere. Love it. This is for the twill of it. I picked this up at the same time as Sable Collar. This is a little bit more shimmery than Sable Collar. Same sort of concept though, slight duochrome. But I'm definitely going to be keeping this one. Right, we've got a couple here that are similar, and this is that type of dusky lavender that just looks awful on my skin tone. It just makes me look like I've died. It's awful. So actually, see, this is the paler version, not too bad, but this is Warm and Toasty Turtleneck. This is definitely going. And this is going into the maybe, which is Lilacism. I actually destashed almost as soon as I got it. Essie Playdate, ages ago, years ago, I gave it away to a friend of mine, and to me it was a similar colour to this. It just doesn't suit me. This one is Virgin Snow that was sent to me. It was gifted to me by Tina at Moon Baby Nails, and this is definitely staying. This is also staying, which is the UK version, which actually they're a lot more similar in this light, but this one is more purple, definitely, and this has got more of a blue tone to it, but they're both staying. And this one here is All Access Pass, and I think I've worn this and it's a nice colour. It's that kind of blurpley colour. I'm going to put it in the maybe pile. Okay, we're back with the blues. We're almost finished. We're at the back end of it anyway. Oh my God, sorry. What am I doing here? There we go. Right, blues. Let's see if we can get through this quickly. Midnight Cami, I've not really worn this. I know it's very popular. It's going in the maybe pile. Preta Surfer is a very pretty blue. That's staying. Saltwater Happy, another gorgeous pale blue. That's staying. This is the newer version of Starry Starry Night, and I actually really liked it. It made my favourites of last year, so this one's staying. As is Bell Bottom Blues, which is this beautiful duochrome dark blue with this pretty flash. So that's staying, Bell Bottom Blues. This is the one here that I got mixed up with Poolside Service. And they're actually not really anything like each other. This is the one that was a gorgeous colour. I think I wore it last summer, but it was an awful formula. So this is the one that was an awful formula, not Poolside Service, which is actually a fantastic formula. I'm going to maybe this one, so I've actually got quite a few in the maybe. I've got a few Essies to try out and decide. Mesmerize Classic One Coater, I've used quite a bit of this, and this is staying. It's one of my earliest Essies. This is Lapis of Luxury, and to me it's very similar to yeah, it's quite similar to Preta. No, it's not actually, it's a lot lighter. Which one am I getting it mixed up with? No, well, Bikini Sotini is staying without question. Lapis of Luxury is going in the maybes, as is Garden Variety. I've got lots of dupes for this type of colour. Make Some Noise is... This is... I'm going to make a change here. This is staying, and All Access Pass, which is the Blurple, is going. I'm going to swap those around. This one's staying, this one's going. Oh my god. It's because the dog needs to go out. 1 second. Okay, so the last blue is Aruba Blue, which is an early... I think this was an impulse buy, yeah. Look at this. This is like 2 years of dust. That's revolting. I just don't like this. It looks like it's... Yeah, it's got a really pretty flash in there under the lamp. It's kind of similar to Bell Bottom Blues, but I just prefer the teal shift in this. So this is being destashed. So that's a definite. And finally, let's have a look at the pinks. I'm making this a lot longer than it probably needs to be with all the explanations. In case anyone's wondering why I'm doing this, why I'm destashing, I know a lot of people, and thank you for all your comments. All of your comments have been so supportive. Thank you so much. A couple of people have said this is really difficult and I couldn't do this. I felt the same way for a long, long time. I think the thing that Polish Pony inspired me, and she's doing her own destash and kind of, at the moment, yeah, her circumstances have changed a little bit, and at the moment she's doing a destash. I know she's announced this on Instagram, and because she's nesting, because she's having a little baby foal, or a little human baby. But yeah, she's having a baby, so that's why, and she inspired me to do my own destash. And also the other reason is I did have lots of impulse buys in the early days that I've now found that I either don't like or I've not worn in ages. And really this is just about making some room. I'm not going to stop in my nail polish addiction, I'm sure of that, but I just want to make some room for more savvier purchases, I think, in the future. So yeah, that's the reason why. It's a space and storage thing. Right, let's continue and finish with the pinks. So this is Splash of Grenadine. I like it, but I've not worn it for a long, long time, maybe years, and I feel as though I've got polishes that are similar, so I am actually going to destash this one. This one is Deli Dance, and I'm going to keep this. In fact, I think I'll end up keeping all of the Resort collection from last year. It's a very pretty pink. This is a very dark pink. This is Bahama Mama, and I love wearing this in the autumn, so this is staying. It is, I think, quite similar. Oh no, it's like a darker version of this one, which is Flower Easter. I did have the big version of this in a nail box last year, and I gave the bigger version to Nika at Nika's Naughty Nails. So we did our swap, one of our first swaps, I think it was. And so I'm going to keep the mini. Yeah, there it is. I'm going to keep that one. This is a horrible shimmery pink. It's from that shimmer collection, and it's called On the Scene. Yeah, it's not on my scene anymore. I'm going to destash that one. And here's two that I did with Jay, and I think I decided to keep them. No. Yeah, Jules, if you're watching, here we go. Here's this colour again that keeps cropping up with Essie. So this is Haute in the Heat and Brides No Grooms. And I think I'm going to have to wear Brides No... I'm going to keep Haute in the Heat. I think that was the one that Jay liked. And I'm going to put Brides No Grooms in the maybes, although I can see myself destashing this one. It's down to about here. I've worn it quite a bit already. These are the two that I swatched with Jay, and I think I decided to keep Moochie Moochie and get rid of Vanity Fair. So that's that. And finally, we have Cascade Cool, which I swatched with Jay, and I know that I said, let me just take this label off, this was in the clearance at TK Maxx, very recent purchase. I'm just going to destash this straight away. I've got strawberry milkshake colours from other brands, so yeah, this is being destashed. And this is Go Ginza, and I love this one. Even though there's been a bit of an accident here, I've worn it quite a bit. And again, there's going to be a dupe for this one, in a very close comparison in a Claire's Compare. So I'll be doing that soon, but I'm keeping Go Ginza. So let's see what we've got here. My messy kitchen. So I'm destashing these ones here. The ones that are in the rack are staying. And is that really bad to have an opened Easter egg before Easter? Is it bad juju? And that's the maybe pile here. So I'm going to be wearing these just to see are they going or not. So I'm going to give them another chance. So that's these ones here. And these ones are all going. So bye-bye. Thanks very much for watching, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.